Hello, uh, welcome you to this chapter 23 ICSE Class 10 Maths Guided DPP. As you all know, this is not a inactive daily practice problem session, but it is a guided daily practice problem session in which you need to come along with me and keep solving the problems and come back to the video, etc., by pausing the video at some stages that I tell you. It is a guided DPP and it is an active learning method. Okay, so you have to come along with me, solve the problem, correct the problem, and learn from that process. Okay, so you need to come along with me step by step, problem by problem, etc. So each problem, there are three phases. In the first phase, I will ask you to read and solve the problem, and in the second phase I will explain you the solution, and in the third phase you need to correct. Okay, so these are the three phases. First phase, you have to read the question, solve the problem. Second phase, you listen to my explanation, and in third phase you correct your paper. So first and third phases you are involved, is your activity completely, and second phase is a shared activity where you listen to what I explain. Okay, so three phases for every problem, and in between I will say pause, where you need to pause the video when we transition from one phase to another. Okay, this is how the active or guided DPP, this is how it works, and this is a very powerful method of learning. Okay, so use this guided DPP properly so that you can enhance your learning ability and your memory. Okay, so this is chapter 23, graphical representation. So this is the problem number 1. Now read the problem and solve the problem in your notebook. Pause the video, resume. Okay, now I guess you would have solved the problem, and now let us see the solution. So the time taken in seconds to solve a problem so there are 25 readings here. Each person's reading is given, and this is the time taken to solve the problem by each of these 25 students. Construct a frequency distribution for these data using a class interval. Okay, it's a class interval of 10 seconds. Okay, so what you need to do for this is, you need to first, if you see the minimum, okay, minimum is okay, it is like to solve a problem, the time taken in seconds in intervals of 10. Okay, there is nothing less than 10, so we can start from 10. Okay, 10 onwards. So it's a class interval of 10, so 10 to 20, 20 to 30, like this, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. What is the highest here? Highest is 59, 60, so 50, 60, up to 60. So 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. Okay, these are enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there is actually 64 also, so it should be 60 to 70. Okay, there is one more interval, 60 to 70. So now it is all are included. Okay, now we have the tally marks and the frequency. Okay, so as you know what you have to do, this you have already studied in your class 9, so it's a basically review session. If you see 16, okay, 16, let us take 16 is here, put the tally mark here. 20 is, see, this 10 to 20, this is a exclusive system. Okay, this is a continuous and exclusive system. So this 10 to 20 means it is not included in this one. 20 starts from here. Okay, so it is to be included in the second class. So the tally mark goes here. 26 is here. 27, 28, 26, 27, 28. So 20, 26, 27, 28. Okay, then 30 should not be here. Okay, because this is an exclusive system, it should start from this one. 30, 33, 33, 37, 37, 38, 40, 40 has to start from here, 42, 43, 46 two times and 47, 46 two times, so 2 times means 1 dash here, and 47, okay, 48, 48 and 49, 48 and 49, then 50, 50, 50, 53, 58, 53, 58, 59, 59, then 60, 60 should start here, 64, 64 will come here, 52, 52 means it should come here, so 52 is here, and 20, 20 is here, okay. So now with this, if you see here, the frequency is 2, okay. Oh, sorry, I think I made a mistake. Last one was 20, right? So 20 means it should have come here. No, I made a mistake. 20, it should have come here. Okay, I think I made a mistake. I'm sorry. So 20 is, it is an exclusive system. So 20 should have come here. Okay, so this is 1. Okay, so we got this right. 1. And then this is 5. Frequency is 5. Okay, this is right. Then 30 to 40 is 4. Okay, 30 to 40 is 4. This is right. 40 to 50 is 5 plus 3, 8. Yeah, that is right. 5 plus 3, 8 is right. 50 to 60 is 5. 50 to 60 is 5. Yes, that is right. And 60 to 70 is 2. And is 2. Very good. So we are done with this frequency table. So we have obtained the frequency table. Construct a frequency table for this data using. Okay. So this is the frequency table. This is a way to obtain the frequency. This is basically class 9 review. Okay. So also obtain the histogram. Okay. To obtain the histogram, what will you do? Now this is an see, this is a, so time in seconds in the x-axis. This is actually an exclusive system. So it's quite easy to write it down. So let us start with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. Okay, this is time in seconds. Time in seconds. And this is the frequency. On the y-axis is the frequency. Okay, y-axis is frequency. See, take a look at the count. Okay, 8. So we can have 1 unit representing okay, 1 representing 1 unit representing 1 unit division. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, approximately. I am just drawing approximately. We will see the detailed correct solution also, precise solution also. 10 to 20. 10 to 20 is 1. So mark it like this. Okay, we'll do one thing. Let's mark with a different color. 10 to 20. Okay. Then 20 to 30 is 5. 10 to 30. 20 to 30 is 5. So 5. 20 to 30 is 5. 30 to 40 is 4. 30 to 40 is 4. Okay, like this. So we have to do it like this. Understood? Okay, let us see this. So that's all. So here they have taken 1 centimeter is 2 units they have taken. Okay. Okay. And then 1 centimeter is 10 on the x-axis. Okay. So the others are all like, you know, so you need to for 30 to 40 will be 4. Okay, 30 to 40 will be 4. 40 to 50 will be 8. 40 to 50 will be 8. 40 to 50 will be 8. 50 to 60 will be 5. 50 to 60 will be 5. Then 60 to 70 will be 2. Okay, that's all. So with this we can obtain the graph. Okay, is this clear? Histogram is very simple, and also the frequency distribution curve, everything, this is also quite simple to obtain. Okay, this histogram is a new topic. of class for class 10. Okay, and so now you correct your solution and then come back, pause, resume. Okay, now you read the question and solve this problem in your notebook, pause, resume. Okay, let us now solve this problem. Following table represents education level, etc. Draw a histogram. Okay, so here you have to be careful. This is it's a discrete system, not continuous. Why? Because see, 10 to 14, 14 to 15, there is nothing there, and 19 to 20, nothing there, 24 to 20, nothing there, 29 to 30, nothing there. Okay, so this is actually a inclusive system. This is an inclusive and discrete system. Inclusive and discrete system. So you need to make this continuous. So how do you make this continuous? You see what is a gap? 15 minus 14 is 1. So divide that gap by 2. That will be 0.5. Okay, so add that and subtract. Add to this one and subtract to this. So now you should write it like this, 14.5. 15 minus 0.45 is 14.5 to 19.5. So like this. Okay, so 19.5 to 24.5, 24.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 34.5. So make this extension. Before you start with your histogram, do this, and then rest of the process is same. Okay, so let us see this. See this one. That's how precisely they have done. 9.5 to 14.5, 19. So remember, look into the reading. See this. Check whether it is discrete or continuous. If it is continuous, no problem. Okay, you'll have to just draw as it is. But if it is discrete, you have to make this adjustment. Okay, you have to be careful about this. How do we make them? So find the difference between the gap. What is the gap? Divide that gap by 2 and adjust the gap. Okay, so now we have got this. Now if you see, they've taken, so always on the x-axis is this one. Okay, the class that you have is written on the x-axis, and y-axis is the frequency. Okay, so number of persons, the y-axis, that is the frequency, and 300 we cannot draw it on the graph directly, so scale it properly. So 1 centimeter is 200 female. With that unit in mind, we can scale it. We have scaled it properly. Okay, so now if you see in the first class, 10 to 14, that is 9.5, it is 300. So mark it accordingly. Okay, mark this accordingly and then write the histogram. Draw the histogram. Okay. Okay, now you please pause. Now you please correct your paper. Pause. Resume. Okay, let us see the next problem. Read the question and solve this problem. Pause. Resume. Okay, let us solve this problem. Distribution of height in centimeters of 100 people. Okay, the distribution curve is given, data is given. Now we have to obtain the histogram. Now if you see this here, this is a continuous, this is an exclusive system and continuous and exclusive system. Okay, continuous system. So we don't have to adjust anything in the data. We can directly start working with the data. Class interval is given on the left hand side of this table will be the x-axis, and the right hand side will be the dependent value. It will be on the y-axis. Okay, so here you take the scale properly for the left and the right. Okay, data, it is 10 centimeters. Okay, so now if you see 1 centimeter, take 10 centimeters and then 10 people. Okay, so with this, it's a direct representation now. Okay, direct representation. That it's very simple. You can see the solution. You see, I think, see 144 to 145 to 155 is 3. Okay, if you see, it is 3. 1, 2 and 3. Because now we have taken 10 centimeters for 1 centimeter. Okay, 10 centimeters, the data 10 centimeters. Okay, so it is 3 centimeters. And then 35 centimeters. 35 centimeters is 30, 35. So 155 to 65, etc. Please draw this correctly, and it's very simple. Okay, I think you should not have any difficulty in drawing this graph. Okay, now you please correct the paper. Pause. resume. Okay, let us see the next problem. Read the problem, pause, resume. Now you let us see the solution. If not solved, please pause this and solve the problem and come back. Pause, resume. Okay, let us solve the problem. In a school, the weekly pocket money of 50 students is as follows. Draw a histogram and frequency polygon. Okay, this also is very similar to the last problem. If you see, this is a continuous and exclusive system. Okay, no adjustment needed. No adjustment needed. Okay, so you will have to just take the graph and then put the thing on the x-axis and y-axis properly. Okay, so if you see here, this is drawn here 40 to 50. Okay, and then 50 to 60, etc., etc. Then frequency polygon, how will you draw the frequency polygon on this? Take the midpoint of the histogram, okay, on the top of the histogram, and then connect the points. You will get the frequency polygon. That is very simple to obtain frequency polygon from histogram and vice versa. Okay, use the scale properly. Don't forget to properly use the scale, and then scale your data correctly, and then draw the graph. That's all. It's very simple. It's a very direct application. Okay, there isn't much thing, but remember to label the x-axis, label y-axis, and put x and y-axis and label them. What is your x-axis standing for? What is your y-axis standing for? And then finally the scale. These are very important. And here, more in addition to that, since you are putting frequency polygon in histogram, mention which one is in histogram, which one is frequency. Your evaluator knows, but evaluator need to check whether you know. So you need to inform that to your evaluator. Okay, so you need to mention which is frequency polygon, which is histogram. Don't miss these points in your examination. Okay, now you please correct your solution. Pause, resume. Okay, read this question and solve this problem. Pause, resume. Okay, now let us solve this problem. The frequency distribution score obtained by 230 candidates in a medical entrance is given. Draw a cumulative polygon or ogive. Ogive is a cumulative polygon. Okay, frequency polygon we know, but then the new thing that we have to study is the ogive. Ogive is simply a very technical term to do a simple thing, that is cumulative polygon. Okay, what do we mean by cumulative polygon is, whenever frequency distribution data is given, make one more column saying cumulative. Okay, cumulative number of months. That also is needed if you want to obtain ogive. Okay, so let us see this. What you do is interval frequency. This was given in the question. This part was given in the question. Now make a third column and obtain the cumulative. How do we obtain the cumulative? For the first one, cumulative will be same. Second one, what you do is 35 plus 20 will be 55. Now take this one, add to this. 55 plus 40 is 95. Now 95 plus 32 is 127. 127 plus 24 is 151. 151 plus 27 is 178. 178 plus 18 is 196. 196 plus 34 is 230. So finally this 230 and 230 will match. Okay. So this is your frequency table. This is how to obtain frequency table. Okay. You can see this, the cumulative, this one, the value cannot dip. It should remain same or it should increase. 20, 55, you can see it keeps increasing. That is one check to see whether your value is correct. Okay. Now, okay. Now you please correct your paper and then correct the paper, please. Pause. Resume. Okay. Now one more problem is to obtain the ogive. Okay. So in the ogive, how do we do it? Now what you do is use the frequency table, the cumulative frequency table, and now you can easily obtain the ogive. Okay. Now forget about this one. Okay. Forget about this data, interval and cumulative. So here if you see 400, 500, etc. So the midpoint of the data. For example, 20 is there. Take the midpoint. 400 and 500, midpoint is 450. 450 and this one will be your 20. Here 450 and, okay, sorry, this is the, you have to take the upper limit. So you have to take the upper limit and the data. 450, 400 to 450. So take the upper limit. 450 will be 20. Okay, 450 will be 20, and 500 will be 55. 500 will be 55 here. Then 550 will be 95. 550 will be 95, like this, and so on. And then connect all the by a line, and that will be your ogive. This is your ogive. Okay, this is your ogive. Okay, so here we need to be careful that we need to take the upper limit. Okay, upper limit. It is the upper limit and the value. Upper limit and the cumulative value. Okay, is this clear? Okay, now you please correct your paper. Pause. Resume. Okay, read this question and solve the problem. Here you need to draw an ogive. Pause. Resume. Okay, let us solve this problem. This is continuous data. Data frequency is given. Number of workers means frequency again. Kind of frequency. Now you need to obtain third column cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency, you see whether you obtain correctly. How do we obtain? The first data will be same. Second data, add this one to this, you will get this one, 32. Now this one you add to this, 32 plus 30 is, you will get 60, like this. In this fashion you need to keep adding and getting the number. Okay, once you have obtained this, then for 10 it should be 12. 10 it should be 12. Okay, then 20 it should be 32. 20 it should be 32. This is the point here, 20, 32. Then 30 it should be 62. 30 it should be 62, like this. Okay, and in this question says draw an ogive for the, okay, they are not mentioned smooth ogive, but if possible try to obtain a smooth plot. Okay, that will be better. Even if they don't mention, if it is it's a ogive means, try to obtain a smooth plot if possible, and by freehand smooth plot. Okay, okay, now you please correct your paper. Pause. Resume. Okay, read this question and solve and write down work out the solution in your notebook. Pause. Resume. Okay, let us see the solution. Attempt this question on a graph paper. The table shows etc. Using a one scale. Okay, they are given the scale. Okay, plot these values and draw smooth curve through the points. Okay, here if you see marks less than, they haven't mentioned the word ogive, but if it is marks less than or less than word is there, then remember this is a hint for ogive. Less than is a hint for ogive. Okay, so if you see 10, mark less than 10, 5, so 20, 10, 30, 10. And also if you see here, it keeps increasing, 5, 10, 30, there is no dip. It continuously keeps increasing. So this is also a hint that this is a ogive data. Okay, now this ogive, there is nothing for us to be done here. Cumulative frequency, nothing to be done. Already it's given. Just take the data and plot. Okay, so if you see the scale also, they have asked what scale to represent, etc. And now for 10 it is 5, 10 comma 5. 20 it is 10, 20 it is 10. 30 it is 30, 30, 30, like this. Okay, the plot is made, and then a smooth curve joining all these things is done. Okay, now you please correct your solution. Pause. Resume. Okay, read this question and solve the problem. Pause. Resume. Okay, let us see the solution. The marks obtained by 120. Okay, so 0 to 10 is 5, 10 to 20 is 9, 20 to 30 is 16, etc., etc. So this is again we have already know how we do it. Okay, draw the graph, etc., etc. Okay, now if you see here, we have obtained here marks 0 to 10, 10 to 20, etc., number of students, and then we have to obtain the cumulative frequency. Okay, obtain the cumulative frequency. For ogive, we need to obtain whenever ogive is there, remember, just first check if it is less than ogive. Less than is there, then the data is probably nothing had to be done extra, but otherwise you need to obtain the cumulative frequency. Okay, you need to obtain the new data before attempting to draw the graph. Okay, here cumulative frequency column is drawn. You know already how to do. I have explained in your previous problem. Now once that is done, 10, 5, 20, 14, 10, 5, 20, 14, 30, 30, etc., etc. Okay, this is the way to do it. Okay, now you please see the solution. See the solution and correct your solution. Pause. Resume. Okay, we have come to an end of this session. If you like the video and found the video useful, please don't forget to subscribe and encourage us and support us, and also please click on like button. Thank you so much. Bye. See you again on in a next guided video DPP. Thank you very much. Bye.